Okay. Hello, everyone. Today we're going to do something new. Well, not really something new. We're going to do an unpacking, but I'm going to help Miguel narrate it. So here is the package. Drum roll.
It's interesting because, as usual, I don't know what's inside.
So guesses. It may be something by pundits.
I was wondering if this is Gwyneth Paltrow's head. What's in the box? But it's not the right size. Perhaps Gwyneth Paltrow's brains? No, it's too large.
No, it's too big.
Yeah, it's too big for Gwyneth Paltrow's brains. But I'm going to open it and find out. You can say something while I'm unpacking.
He's unpacking.
It's probably more interesting to unpack things with someone else.
Yeah, I need to try it. I'm not really seeing you unpacking, so I cannot vote for unpacking style. But it's making a lot of noise.
It's not a good unpacking style.
The cats are not excited, so it's not a good unpacking.
Yes, it's something by the RPG-Pundit, right? It's dark. I knew I had bought this book, so here it is.
It finally got here.
Dark Albion. Not just that, but it's one of the books. The other is Grimdark.
Didn't we have that one already?
On PDF.
Ah, okay.
Not in paper. Okay, so here it is. It took a little longer than usual, I think.
Now it's the plastic.
Okay. So here's Grimdark.
And I'm gonna have to read and learn those rules.
Yeah, the book is larger than I thought. Yeah, because Sylvia's.
I'm gonna use it for a scenario that I'm writing in that I will master, and I will probably
the Seven Bastards.
Exactly.
Stay tuned. There will be news about the.
It will be awful.
No, it will be the seven. It will be bastardic or something like that.
And sleazy.
And sleazy. And then there's Dark Albion, the Rose War. Also a large book. And
yes, and I'm gonna have to read it and review it, right? Because we agreed that I have to start doing homework.
Yeah. It's a big one, yeah. More than 200 pages. Okay. Yeah.
So that's it.
Yeah.
So it was a 5 on the quality of the unpacking.
No,
it's better on the book not for the books. This is for the packing. You still need to work on your unpacking skills.
Yeah. This one had a problem because they usually have I don't know what's it called, but something that you slip and it opens easily. This one.
We need to train. We're gonna train the cats to open the boxes so we can make our unpacking more exciting.
That way they can use their nails and.
Yeah, but they will ruin the book. So.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's probably not a good idea.
Okay. See you guys.
Not see you guys. No. We have a new.
I'm going to do both 2 and 1. I thought you wanted to do this a separate video. Okay. You lazy bastard.
We are doing too many videos. So there's an update about things. And,
okay, so it's not promo Saturday, but we are going to do a little promo.
Because it's Wednesday, so it's promo Wednesday.
It's still Wednesday.
So if you haven't followed me through Facebook or MeWe or Twitter, or if you are following me but you didn't notice, there's something new coming, and something new.
Finally.
Yes, finally, because another thing is to explain why there weren't any videos for the last few days. I was learning how to do a layout, and then I was practicing the layout by doing a layout. And then I did a layout.
And now you have a book.
And now I finished the layout. I almost have a book because I'm waiting for something else. Okay, and then
you have the cover, so we're going to show the cover and
I'm going to
say basically what it is.
Yeah.
Let's spam people.
Let's share the cover. So
it's a beautiful cover.
It's a beautiful cover. The cover was drawn by Jonathan Torres, the basic expert. Last month, I commissioned from him a couple of maps and a dungeon. A dungeon is for Sylvia's future scenario.
Yes,
the future, not future.
It's going to be so cool to be a dungeon mistress.
Yeah, dungeon mistress, right. And the other maps one is for the same scenario. The other one is for another one, a Western spaghetti / horror scenario. They will be joined in the same book, the second
double feature.
The second double feature, right? Those ones I will not do the layouts. That's too ambitious for me. I don't do double features. I'll only do single features. So I was saying I commissioned those maps and the dungeon from John Torres, and then I thought, well, since I'm going to do a layout and do a Giallo Companion, that's this thing here, I thought, well, why not commission a cover, because that would be also too ambitious. I can do the inner things layout, but the cover would probably be a little bit more complicated. So we came up with this thing here, this cover, Giallish cover. You have a victim. The victim is Stephanie Armitage. Armitage, right?
Yes, Armitage.
We can already say that because
yes.
she dies at the beginning of the one shot included in this book, and that's the killer. I'm not going to say who the killer is. You'll have to
because it's also the killer may not be decided.
Yes, yeah, that's true. That's true.
There is a killer, but people can choose another killer if it doesn't fit the story.
So this is going to be my next published thing, and also my debut as a layout doer, not just a writer.
I don't know if you can call it a graphic designer, layouter.
Not a layouter, but well, the layout was also mine. So what is this? This is the Giallo series companion. It includes an event and a one-shot scenario, which is called "Her Heart Was a Locked Room and Nobody Had the Key." The her in the title is Stephanie Armitage, the victim, and well, there was no key, so she died.
I'm saying, but it could be anyone. It doesn't have to be Stephanie. Just
no,
because she died, there's a lot of. This is a Giallo, so there's a lot of women. So we are assuming it's the victim, but who knows?
Yeah, but because her heart was coveted by several men in the building. The building is Orphan Lofts.
Yes.
The building in the first Giallo scenario. So this one shot was already kind of published, but it wasn't a real layout. And you are not going to buy the book because of this. There are some other things inside.
Rules
for playing the Giallo as not instead of using the actual fucking monsters, because actual fucking monsters was designed to play actual fucking monsters, not people. So I thought, okay, so I'm using the rules for punk in other scenarios, so why not use punk here?
And you did came out with an explanation why Giallo is punk that you're not going to say. If you want to know, you have to buy the book.
Well, I've said it already, so no problem.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, well, first of all, the Giallo is a transgressive genre or subgenre. At the time, it was something that it couldn't be done in the US. So if Hollywood was mainstream and the system, the Giallo movies coming from Italy were the punks. And yeah, okay, so Dario Argento was a young guy then, and he was kind of a punk guy.
Yeah, Lucio Fulci, I don't.
No,
but he was kind of crazy. Older. He was older, but he was kind of crazy. So in a way, he's also punk.
Yeah, that's it. They were punks. So, and then the characters are all outsiders, and well, not all of them, but most of them. For some reason, they are strange, weird outcasts, outsiders, and there are crazy people, drug addicts, drunkards, hookers,
gays and lesbians. That wasn't very common at the time.
Yeah,
so
at the time
crazy people or people with mental problems.
Mad artists who kill and eat cats. Other crazy artists who don't eat cats, and jazz singers, and all those characters are always a bit off. So I think it's. And then I just Googled Giallo punk, and there was some page, I don't know what, an Italian page that had a short definition of what is Giallo punk. And Giallo punk basically I don't know why it was there. I think it was a reference to some academic paper that made that used that expression. So it's a neologism, and I don't know what it refers to because I didn't have access to the academic study, and even if I had, I can't read Italian. So, well, anyway, you have to believe me. Giallo punk can be a thing.
Of course it can.
And besides that, there are also, well, there are rules that I already introduced in postcards in the scenario.
Sanity.
Yeah, the sanity rules and the fear rules. There are some. I did some corrections there, some changes, and then well, I changed it a lot because in that book it was kind of well, use it as you want, but now there are rules for that. I added advantages and disadvantages to Punk Action, which is the game that Punk is a retro clone of, already had advantages and disadvantages. I did a series of those, and not the same, much less.
Just the ones that fitted into Giallo in this case.
No, not just that, because
yeah, but some
Giallo is a
yeah, a lot of
contemporary.
disadvantages yeah fits the Giallo.
Yeah, lots of. There are some that I added a few disadvantages that in fact are only for the Giallo.
The tropes.
Yeah, the tropes. I had already mentioned that in the blog article for Postmortem Studios when I mentioned the tropes in Giallo. And then I turn that into a rule, and you can by these rules you can add advantages and disadvantages, the regular ones, and be dexterous and I don't know, athletic and something like that. And then there are the psychological disadvantages like paranoia, schizophrenia, and all that. And then there are the specific Giallo disadvantages, which are
outsider.
Yeah, and a few
one
others.
of them, crime.
Alternative
crime
sexuality.
Yes, crime witness or unreliable witness, unwilling investigator, and so on. I have a good memory.
Yeah, and the way I came up with them, and I can't remember them anyway. So well, now the mental issues are disadvantages, and you can start with them already. The characters can already be mentally deranged, or they can be acquired in game, as they were meant when I introduced them in postcards. Well, it's a little more structured now, and I added a few more things. There are some small tweaks for the classes and skills and all that, because it's the Giallos are usually set in the late 60s, 70s, perhaps early 80s. So there are some skills that don't make sense, and there are some I can stop sharing this now. And there are some classes that don't make sense. So okay, that's it. What else?
Some nice juicy critical tables.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Yeah, critical tables, they will be used in future scenarios, the double feature ones, because those they were written for those, but why not publish them right now? So they are inspired by Blood's critical hit tables, but they are condensed. Blood has a lot more of tables, and I use the critical hits that are already described in Punk, but added a few more things from Blood. And then there's another use for tarot cards, which is a kind of a random encounter event table using tarot cards. I think it fits the Giallos, and I'm going to use it also, not this one exactly, but different versions of the tarot random encounter table. I have one for Nouveau Punk, which is coming
It was the one that it was
someday.
original written for, right? Well, not, it was for something else, but for
I'm not sure.
publishing, I think it was for
Probably.
Punk.
And then I use one, not with tarot cards, but with regular playing cards for the spaghetti western because, well, it fits. I suggest that you play that with cards, and then if you want to use the cards for random tables, you can also use them. So I'm going to introduce a lot of things that will come up also in future scenarios, and they are going to be published now in this companion.
So you're already starting doing mechanics. So in the future, you you are almost ready to try to do a game.
Yeah, maybe, not yet. So that's it. And well, of course, I wanted to have a nice cover, so that's why and that's what we saw before. If I do another book, I'll probably have to commission another cover because I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. That's not an easy thing to do. I would never do a drawing, of course, because I can't draw, but I'll probably do a Photoshop thing. But yeah, but it requires a little more skill than I have, I think. So that's another update now from the Red Room. I'm not sure when this will be published because I'm still waiting for. Oh, there was another thing missing, and some people
floor plans.
The floor plans for the Orpheum lofts. Some people told me about that, and I thought, yeah, okay, let's have some floor plans. I'm going to include them here, but after that I will publish them in separate because people who already bought
Orpheum lofts.
They can use it even if they don't want this one. But why am I including this here? Because her heart is
takes place
blah 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 takes place
in the Orpheum lofts.
Yeah, it's a long title. It takes place in the Orpheum lofts, so there are several characters mentioned in the Orpheum lofts. They appear here, and now they are converted to punk rules. Well, and then there are the floor plans. I changed the apartments also because it was kind of confusing. They weren't numbered; they had letters, and well, it was kind of strange. I use a real building which is called Orpheum Lofts, but not in New York. It's somewhere else in Arizona, I think. And then I use the as it is because it had also letters, but well, I don't know. It looked strange. It was real, but it was also strange. So that's it. I think that's it.
So maybe next week.
Yeah, maybe next week. I already tested things, and it looks like it's ready, except for the floor plans, of course. But the floor plans are kind of an add-on at the end of the document, so it's just paste them there and go. So I think I've covered all the updates. I think probably, maybe, I don't know.
Yes, that's all.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll put a link so you can check out the Basic Experts work. He's a talented artist. We have already interviewed him. That's why I thought of him for the cover, and I took a look.
Yeah, we saw the art on his.
On his website. Also on his website, not just.
Yeah, the first I saw, it was one on his book. I also liked.
Yeah, cow punchers. That's
cow punchers.
I'll have to do a review on that later. And well,
it's on the to read list.
Yeah, it's one of those. It looks nice. I haven't read it yet, but well, I like spaghetti westerns, and I think it can be used for that. But the art is great, so okay. So and it fits the style. He was a little bit reticent when I told him because he isn't a Giallo fan, but when it's just you have to have a guy with a Macintosh and a fedora and some black gloves, and there's a woman who is dead, and that's it. No, she's not dead yet, but she's going to be next. So it was easy to pick up on the cues, and well, it's a Giallo. You just have to look at.
Yeah, he has a. I don't know if this is the correct way to say, but I would say that he has a European style, at least in spaghetti western. but that would make sense. Not on the spaghetti western. This book is just a western.
No, it's a cowpunchers.
Yes, it's the cowpunchers, but he's a bit. I would call it European, as in not comic style.
Yeah, that's real. That's true. Right. That's right. Okay, so let's finish this because
yeah, we're just talking. So end of rant.
We can talk outside.
Yeah.
So stay tuned. There will be more news about our heart was blah blah blah. The Giallo
And
Companion.
nobody had the key.
Yeah, and nobody had the key. But you can have the key if you buy the book. So that's it. Follow us if you like this and the other videos and the interviews. We'll have some.
Call us names. And call us names if you want.
Yeah, and call us
comments.
Names.
That's cool.
And buy stuff with our drive-through link because it's nice. I have invested some in some stock art today.
Yeah.
Using.
Yes.
I don't know who is buying things, but thank you. And I hope you are spending a lot of money because we got some of it, and that's nice. Okay, so enough for today. Bye, and see you soon.
Red Room out.